Minecraft currencies have been all over my YouTube recommendations, and I'm shocked this particular item hasn't been suggested yet. So here's my ideal Minecraft currency, Dragon's Breath. Hear me out. In order for a currency to work, it needs to be controllable, stable, and actually adoptable by players. The current natural currency, diamonds, reasonably fit this criteria, but fail once players exit the early game. Diamonds only work as a currency since they are already universally accepted as players as a currency and aren't farmable, meaning the supply grows at a steady rate and there'll always be some form of demand. Diamonds, however, only lose value over time and are backed purely by the fact that every player at some point will need them. Players need roughly 119 diamonds to use up the entire benefit of even having diamonds. After that, they exist purely only for trade and will only debase over time. You've probably seen this on your own servers, as the players who obtain fortune first will quickly devalue diamonds as their surplus gets traded cheaply to new players. A server government cannot control the supply nor prevent its value from going down, hence why it's a bad currency. Other currency suggestions I've seen fail because of one underlying issue. They aren't truly controllable or unfarmable, and thus require significant intervention from server admins. Here's why Dragon's Breath can work as an easy currency. It's very easy to generate the supply, it's stackable in 64, and most importantly, can be completely controlled by a server's government. Dragon's Breath can only be attained from the Ender Dragon, meaning if the government can control the main end area, it can completely control when the Ender Dragon spawns, and thus the supply of Dragon's Breath on the server. Dragon's Breath is stackable, can be reasonably produced, and isn't in demand naturally, and is already acknowledged as a fairly rare item, allowing it to uniquely work as a fiat currency. The entire premise of Dragon's Breath does operate under the assumption that governments can monopolize its production via full control of the end portal, which in true vanilla Minecraft might be very difficult to do. However, with a single player griefing plugin to prevent blocks from being placed in the chunk that the portal exists in, it makes it impossible for anyone other than the central government to generate the supply. Implementation of this currency is of course another story, but ultimately Dragon's Breath Potion as a currency requires extremely little setup and admin intervention, and as such, I believe it would make for a great currency in Minecraft. I believe there are far better videos out there that do discuss the oxymoron that is Minecraft economics, as well as the pros and cons of other currency suggestions, so I don't feel the need to elaborate on those pieces. Dragon's Breath does provide the strength of having a fully controllable supply, which is not possible with other currency suggestions. Nevertheless, this idea isn't too serious, and it's just another alternative I wanted to suggest for a potential Minecraft currency.